Well, hi, I'm Dr. Joe Vitale, and I am in beautiful Bermuda. This is incredible. I'm on an island. It's only 22 miles long, and wouldn't you know it, I meet the most fascinating people here. I have Morty Lefkoe here, who I've heard about. This man is able to change beliefs, change behavior by getting in with some system which I've not experienced yet. I've not read anything more than seen his website, and he can change in 15 minutes, apparently. Is that correct?
Pretty much, yeah.
Yeah, and any belief?
Any belief at all, yes.
And people come with you with all kind of beliefs, or they just say, I need to change something, and you can take it from there?
Usually people don't come trying to change beliefs, they come trying to change some behavior or feeling.
Yeah.
So there's some emotion they want to get rid of, they're fearful or they're angry, or there's some emotion they want that they don't have, they can't express love. Or there's a behavior, they procrastinate, they put things off. Or there are perfections. So there's some behavior or feeling they want to change. And what we do is we help them find all of the beliefs that cause it, and there can be 5 or 50, and get rid of the beliefs. And if the beliefs cause the problem and you get rid of the beliefs, the problem goes away.
Well, if anybody knows my work, like in the Attractor Factor, my book The Key, or my audio program The Missing Secret, or The Secret to Attracting Money, I say getting rid of beliefs, changing beliefs at least, is the #1 thing you have to do to get different results.
Yes, I agree.
And I come from the position that we live in a belief-driven universe. Change the beliefs to get a different result. That's why I'm so fascinated by what you're doing. And you've been doing this for
24 years.
24 years, and this is your own unique process. And supposedly I can sample it in some way right now?
We're going to do it right now.
No supposedly about it. We're doing it right now?
This is it.
Should I change? Should I put on a bib? Do I have to do anything different? Is there a little chance?
The necklace is all you need.
Is that it? Does everybody have to have a necklace?
Yeah,
I can go into business of selling necklaces if that's what they need. All right. I've given some thought since I knew that I would do this with you on different beliefs. And really, when I start to think about it, there's all kind of beliefs I'd like to change. But the one that comes to mind that seems like I wouldn't be embarrassed to go ahead and say on camera is impatience. Impatience come up. I have always felt that I am impatient. I can't wait to get things done. Part of the reason that I'm known as Mr. Fire for taking action and getting results very quickly is that I'm too impatient to wait for the results. If I take action now, I'll get results quicker. So if I could give you anything to begin with, and I don't know what you do next, but I'll say impatience.
Okay, good. Well, see, this is the interesting thing. We want to start by actually distinguishing between beliefs and problems or issues or patterns.
Okay.
And this is not a belief.
Okay.
You might feel like it, but I'd like to distinguish it between this is the issue. You would like to stop something that you do. You're impatient.
Okay.
So now what we need to do is define what do you believe that would have you be that way. And I'll help you find at least one and get rid of it. So getting rid of one belief, assuming there's 10. I don't know, there may be 3, whatever. Assuming there's 10. Getting rid of one belief will not get rid of impatience. It's almost like a building that's held up by 10 pillars. You get down 1, it's a little weaker, but it's still there. You get down 2, and when you get down to the last 3, it gets very shaky. You get 2, it's almost falling. Get rid of the last one, the building's not up anymore. So I just wanted to distinguish what you're saying. Here's my belief, I'm impatient. No, that's really what the issue is. That's the problem we're going to get rid of.
Okay.
So now we're going to take a look at what do you believe that would have you be impatient?
Just say whatever comes to mind?
Sure. I mean, I got some ideas based on my experience, but you tell me what comes to mind, and if we'll back and forth, we will find a belief in the next 5 minutes or so.
Okay. Well, everything from time is money. Go ahead and take action now, or it won't get done. If I don't do it, nobody's going to do it or get it done. Gosh, I don't know what else to say. Take action now. Are you grading me?
No, there's no grading. It's just finding whatever the beliefs are. I think all of these are probably things you believe, but I'd like to sort of get underneath that and see if I can find something.
Good.
What does it feel like to you about you when you are acting or when you're not acting? Do you have any sense of, I mean, this is all true. If you take action now, something will happen. If you don't, it won't happen. If I don't do it, no one will. You probably do believe that. That's something that makes it a little hard to delegate, or you got to do it right away. Yeah, so that's good. But what would you have to believe about yourself to have to move, to have to act?
Again, just taking what comes up, may get distracted by something else, or I may get lazy and decide I don't need to do it after all.
Okay.
This is almost starting to sound like procrastination here rather than impatience. That's my mind trying to assess all of this. So along those lines, those statements.
Okay. Let me ask you this. How do you feel when you are not in action?
I want to say impatient, but I want to say
uncomfortable.
Uncomfortable.
Yeah.
That's a good word. Uncomfortable.
Yeah. Good. Okay.
Right.
So there's just
like I want to get on with this.
Okay. That's okay. So,
and I'm teasing you with that, but in part it's illustrating what's going on inside of me.
Yeah. Well, as I say, I want to demonstrate to you getting rid of a belief, but at the same time we're actually having an opportunity to show more of what normally happens, which is people come in and they say, well, I'm impatient and I guess I'd like to stop that.
Right.
And that's not something you get rid of directly.
Okay.
You get rid of that by finding the 6 or 7 beliefs, which is what we're looking at now.
All right.
And what I'm knowing from my experiences is that there's something probably underneath it, and that's what we're looking at, and we'll get to that pretty soon.
Okay.
So there's a discomfort when you're not acting.
Yes.
Now, when you are acting, what is the feeling?
Rush of excitement.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A sense of being in control?
I'm in control, I'm joyful, I am exhilarated, I am...
And how do you feel about yourself?
Great. Great. I feel great about myself. I'm taking action, I'm getting things done, I feel good. Getting results, not wasting my time, all good things.
Good.
Feel good.
So, I'd like to give you a little piece of information that will help us find what this belief is. What I've discovered is that there's many different type of distinctions you could make about beliefs. But one that's particularly useful is we have our sort of core beliefs about ourselves or life. I am good enough, not good enough, I'm not important, life is difficult, whatever. That's our basic beliefs. Now, what happens, what I've discovered is that most people, and you'll see why when we get into the process, form a lot of negative beliefs. I'm not good enough, I'm not important, I'm powerless as a child. During the first 5-6 years in interactions with our parents. That stuff you know. Now, that doesn't feel good at the age of 5 or 6. So we're now out into the world for the first time. We're dealing with a lot of other kids and adults when we start school at 6, 7 years old. And we know we're going to have to make it in the world, but I'm not good enough. I'm never going to get what I want. Nothing I do is good enough. I'm not important. How am I going to do it given what I've concluded about me? We need some way to survive. And somewhere along the line, something happens, usually almost by accident, that when we don't feel good, we feel anxious because of the negative beliefs. Something happens and we feel good. And well, that's nice. And then it happens again, and then it happens again, and we form a belief. So some of the common ones are, what makes me, first the belief is I'm not good enough, I'm not okay in some way. What makes me good enough is having people think well of me. And when we say that, our life is about getting approval. Some people have the belief what makes me good enough is doing things perfectly because their parents gave them a lot of attention when they did something perfect. Their lives are about perfectionism. Other people see success when they get good grades in school, so their parents give them a lot of attention they didn't normally give me. What makes me good enough is being successful. So our lives become about whatever we say is what makes us an okay person. And if it's making money, then you can have $100 million in the bank and you lose a 10-cent deal and you have an anxiety attack because your life is about making more money. Good. So anytime I notice that somebody is compulsive about something, that it's very important, they don't feel good at all, they feel uncomfortable, there's a little bit of anxiety when it doesn't happen, and they feel really great when it does happen, that tells me 99 times out of 100 there is a survival strategy belief. There is a what makes me okay is. And given what you've told me, it sounds like accomplishing things. So let me just try this. This is my guess. I'm not sure. I don't know what's in your head. So what I would guess is you have a belief is